Good afternoon. I'm here at Embedded World 2024 and I'm pleased to be joined by Marco Doms, who is the Senior Manager for Business Development of New Platforms at Littelfuse. So thanks very much for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you here. Now, we're going to be talking about the TTape Platform, but before we do that, can you just give us a brief introduction of yourself and your background?
Yeah, I can. Thanks for having me here today.
You're welcome.
As you already mentioned, I'm Senior Manager Business Development New Platforms. A very cryptic title.
Yes, it is.
Basically, what I do is Littelfuse has always been a passives company.
Okay, yep.
And our pipeline now has a lot of more complex and more complicated products that need some more explanation and some more preparation internally. So I basically have an internal role preparing the organization for what's coming, and then also talking to initial customers and doing trainings for our sales and PM organization.
Brilliant. So tell us a little bit more about Littelfuse as a company as well. What is it you guys do?
Yeah, Littelfuse is a very diversified industrial technology company. We have around 18,000 associates globally in more than 20 countries, so not a small one.
No.
We partner with customers to design and deliver innovative and reliable solutions, serving today more than 100,000 customers worldwide.
Brilliant. Well, I'm glad to have you here. Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about a new product that you launched in January, I believe, the TTape Platform. So can you tell us more about this?
Yeah, I can. I can even show it to you in a second. So I brought it. TTape Platform is a product to monitor temperature in battery packs.
Okay.
I brought a small battery pack, so I can still hand carry it. This is for e-scooters, for example.
Okay.
This is probably the smallest where we would recommend this platform.
Yeah.
But everything larger, EVs, trucks, buses, battery energy storage systems. This platform is suited for those perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
So what it does is it has one temperature monitor for every single cell. That's very unlike what you have today. Usually you have one NTC. Here, the white stuff, that's the NTC, monitoring these two cells.
Okay.
And only those, nothing else. If something happens over here, this NTC won't catch that. So now designers have the possibility to monitor every single cell in the pack.
Oh, brilliant. So following on from that then, what are some of the design challenges that engineers face when designing lithium-ion batteries?
Yeah, besides others, thermal management is probably one of the key design challenges.
Yes.
Mainly because the temperature of the cells influences their longevity and their safety. So designers have to make sure that the cells do not reach a certain temperature where critical processes start.
Yeah.
So they need to make sure that their temperature monitoring devices really capture all the over-temperature events really fast and reliably. And that's where TTape helps.
Okay, so can you explain a little bit more as to how that helps tackle those sort of thermal management challenges?
Yeah, sure. As I mentioned before, till now, designers had to do empirical studies or simulations to figure out where potential hotspots on the pack could be.
Yeah.
And then they put the NTC exactly there.
Okay.
But if the hotspot happens to be somewhere else, the NTC will take a lot of time to capture those or to detect those.
Yeah.
Now with the TTape platform, designers can put a temperature monitor on every single cell and monitor their temperature individually.
Yeah. So what would you say is this product's sort of key feature? I mean, you've mentioned the individual cells, but what other sort of key features are we talking about?
Yeah, the key features are definitely the distributed temperature monitoring, so that you have temperature monitoring not only in discrete spots on the pack, but on every single cell. Then you can have up to 50 of those monitors on one device with only 2 terminals, and you only need 1 input on your BMS or microcontroller.
Okay, fantastic.
Also, this product is very thin. Let me show that. It's a tape.
Oh wow, okay.
Very flexible. So it allows for conformal coating our conformal installation on the pack basically fits in everywhere. Very easy to connect to your BMS system.
Yeah.
And fits into every single pack, no matter whether it's cylindrical, prismatic, or pouch cells.
Okay. So tell us about some of the applications that this product is suitable for then. I mean, you mentioned a few earlier, but...
Yeah, of course. I mean, battery packs, as I said before, that's what the product was designed for initially. And we have several... I mean, it's not a classical temperature sensor. It behaves quite differently. So you don't have an analog output signal.
Right.
Each product is designed for a specific temperature. And at that temperature, you get a quasi-digital output signal. So if one of the cells reaches the predefined temperature, the resistance of the device increases dramatically. And with a special circuitry, by using only a pull-up resistor, you'll get a quasi-digital output.
Okay.
And a signal that tells you, okay, something is wrong, you have to react.
Okay.
We have several different temperatures on our program. We have 58 degrees C because below 60, you have very, very moderate aging.
Yeah.
And above 60, you get increased aging. And especially for systems where you have to guarantee a long lifetime, you need to make sure that none of the cells ever exceed 60 degrees C. So that's what the 58 degree device is used for. Then we have 75 for thermal runaway protection. And then something between 120 and 140 that's still in a definition phase, mainly for battery energy storage systems.
Right, yep.
To ignite the fire extinguishing systems.
Yes, okay.
As I mentioned, the device was designed for battery systems. But we've had quite a few customers who came up with other potential applications for this device. So for example, you can also use this to monitor the e-motor temperature.
Okay, yep.
Currently, they also use NTCs, like in battery packs.
Yeah.
Usually one NTC per motor, but there's a temperature distribution on the motor as well.
Yeah.
So the Teape device will enable completely new design features for motors.
Yeah.
And enable higher performance of the same motor probably. And then you can also use the Teape device in power distribution applications. Capacitor banks, power distribution PCBs, bus bars, things like that. And then probably over the lifetime, a lot of additional applications will come up where people need to monitor temperature on a large area.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of a product like this, is that there's so many applications that you don't yet know about.
Yeah.
Okay, so how is the product installed, and what are the requirements for its operation? You know, does it require any special tools or configuration?
Yeah, the installation is quite simple. It comes with a pressure-sensitive adhesive on the backside, so very easy to install. You can do that manually for the samples, but you can also do it automatically in series production. Yeah. There's no calibration needed, no lookup tables, because it's just a resistor, you know. You can directly plug it into a digital I/O or analog I/O of your battery management system or microcontroller.
Mm-hmm. And what materials is that compatible with?
You can put it on all kinds of material that you have on battery packs.
Yeah.
We always recommend to put it directly on the cell surface to make sure that you capture the temperature or any temperature changes really fast.
Yeah.
But of course, if you have any kind of metal surface or plastic surface, you can also use that. Mm-hmm. The more intimate the contact with the cell surface is, the faster the temperature reading will be.
And how durable is it in a harsh environment?
Yeah, that's a very good question. We qualified this platform according to AEC-Q 200. Okay. So it's fully automotive compatible. Yeah. We did lifetime testing, humidity testing, vibration, shock, flammability, and passed everything. So this is really suited for all kinds of applications in battery packs, but also in other applications.
Yeah, okay. And I know when I've done a bit of research on this product, Littelfuse describe it as groundbreaking. So what is it that makes it groundbreaking in your eyes? Well,
what makes it groundbreaking is that from what we've seen, this is the first time that battery pack designers can monitor the temperature of every single cell in the pack with one single device and only one input on your BMS system. Fantastic. That's really completely new and has never been there before.
Yeah, and it's available to purchase now?
It is.
Fantastic.
Customers can either purchase it directly from us or from our distributors like DigiKey.
Yep.
What customers can purchase is this sample. It's a generic sample with 10 printed thermal indicators on it. It's around about 35 centimeters long.
Yeah.
This is intended for initial testing only. So once the customer says this is really beneficial for our application, we will do a customer-specific design. The length, the number of temperature indicators, and the position is fully customizable, as well as the position and geometry of the IOs.
And how important do you see a product like this being as the industry moves towards, becoming more sustainable and safer energy solutions? So how important is this product going to be for that?
Yeah, well, let me put it like that. I think that our products are integral for driving a more sustainable and safer energy solution.
Yeah.
So from this Teape device to ESD protection, you name it.
Yeah.
From our point of view, that's a technology evolution, and we've seen that for over 90 years when we work with our customers very closely. And today, EVs and renewable energy, that's two of the mega trends, right?
Of course.
And we are committed to provide maximum safety and longevity for these applications and for the end customer.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, thank you very much for bringing it along. It's great to actually see the product in real life. Before we wrap up then, tell us a bit more about sort of your partnership with DigiKey and why that's important for your customers.
Yeah, I think the partnership with DigiKey provides great customer buying experience and customer service. And we really appreciate the fast shipping and extremely fast order fulfillment.
Excellent. Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for sharing your insights with us.
Welcome.
It's been a real pleasure speaking with you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My pleasure.